Hello and welcome back to my channel. As most Chelsea fans are heading to bed after a great victory. And yes, stick around. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Enter Joel. What a great result for Chelsea today. We beat Wolves 3-0. And what a great first goal by Gusto. And then the second goal was by Pedro Neto. And then the third goal was by, put down in the comments who do you think it was. So, what a great game. You know, after all the drama about everything, the drama during the Champions League draw, we drew against Qarabag FC away in Azerbaijan. I hope I pronounced that country right. So, as most Chelsea fans are in bed, we're probably with someone or maybe not with someone. However, that's not the case. We need to talk about knee-jerk reactions, because some of you may have said about a opinion saying that if Stevie is our Lamine Yamal, the guy who plays for Barcelona, similar age to Estevao, and I'm just thinking, okay, we shouldn't rely on him too much because he is 18 years old, and he may be like the Brazilian version of Michael, or someone, some great Brazilians like Ronaldinho or Ronaldo, or, lots of Brazilians, I'm going to put it, a lot of Brazilians. So, it just feels like to me that Everton was, how much Everton relied on Wayne Rooney when Wayne Rooney was around about 16 years old, and they sort of relied on him for goals and stuff. Yeah, okay, I get the fact that we are trying to, trying to tell him take his time and trying to find the right minutes, as Enzo Maresca, our manager, said in the recent press conference, saying that he is just there to, just to play the right minutes. He doesn't have to play the whole 90 minutes. So what I'm saying is we just need to chill and relax like I'm doing. I'm in my bed. So what we got to do is just chill and relax. So, yes, that is one bit of the knee-jerk reactions. And, like where some managers who are under pressure. I'm talking, well, looks like Liverpool managers is under pressure. And now, tonight's game, Brentford won against Newcastle. And the Newcastle manager, Eddie Howe, is under pressure as well. So I'm thinking, after all that drama at Man United about their manager, and, I just think we should try and support the manager as best as we can and say, you know what, just take your time. Even though the football may be awful to watch or boring or make you fall asleep like Chelsea are doing, even though we are winning some games at Chelsea, we are third in the Premier League. Yesterday, we were second in the Premier League. So, and we're only a couple of points behind Arsenal. And, we're only like 6 points behind Arsenal and only a couple of points behind Man City. So we are just chilling and relax. So, we got international break this week. So, it is going to be it's boring. But we just got to keep ourselves occupied about a lot of things, So, we just got to chill and relax. So, yeah, I am very, very grateful for Chelsea at the moment, even though that we had an odd loss against Sunderland. And that was, I don't know whether you could say that's a turning point for us, but I just think it really bounced us back up to win some games, especially when the way we went to Tottenham and beat Tottenham at their ground. And yeah, it gave us that momentum to try and win some more 3 points on the board for the table. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with Chelsea at the moment, but it is what it is. Sometimes you cannot really rely on Estridio or on, for him to be like a super sub, because there will be games where he will struggle. And, then that's part of the learning process for a youngster playing football. I remember when I used to play football, I had some games where I didn't play well, and in some games I played really well. But I just think I really like when the team is solid, you know what I mean? By having your first starting 11 lineup strong as possible. I know that we are in this new era of football. We seem to be copying American football of rotating the players. And yeah, there's one thing I do get about that, because, there's so many players who play in a lot of games and don't get much rest. And the season is long, it's long. It's longer than the London Marathon or any marathons around the world. So playing in the Premier League, it's not a sprint, but it's a marathon. So what I'm saying is to you guys or people is that we just got to chill. We got to chill. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I really do like some of the teams' end-to-end football at the moment, some goals coming in or trying to get some chances. But if you look at Chelsea are, some games we haven't been playing well, but we do win or try and get a draw. But I just think, if you think back to where we were in June, when we became world champions, and I think Enzo Maresca is doing a very, very good job. I mean, even though I don't like his way of football at the moment, and if you look at Garnacho, he seems to be, I don't really know, I mean, so many United fans might agree with me, but he seems to be running around in circles to get a ball. Like in the match against Wolves, he was sort of be like on the left-hand side, just running around in circles. And I'm thinking, has he taken lessons from Graham Potter, the ex-Chelsea manager, and recently was at West Ham and got the sack, and now he's the manager at Sweden. So it's I just don't understand how Garnacho seems to be running around in circles and trying to get the ball, and then he passes it to someone, and then he's trying to get the ball. But it is what it is, isn't it? But tell me what you think down in the comments about Garnacho. It'll be interesting to see your thoughts about him. And yeah, I'm enjoying the football. I'm enjoying watching the multi-viewer, watching 4 matches at the same time. I do text my Crystal Palace cousins. Hi, my cousins. So the Crystal Palace games, especially, you would have thought, the M25 derby game between Crystal Palace and Brighton should be, tense rivalry, sort of thing. I just think it was so boring game. It feels like they wanted to play beach volleyball rather than football. I'm sorry to say this, but you might say, oh, you only watched some bits of the football. But I'm like, they were heading the ball between the two midfields. What are you doing? So that's my opinion. So yeah. Anyway, I'm getting so hot in here. My love shack is getting so hot in here. So what's happening at Chelsea? I know that some of you might say the atmosphere may be a bit flat and stuff, but it is what it is. We just have to take it on the chin and embrace the modern era of watching football. And for that reason, I will go to the games, but I won't be recording the whole games. I'll just take photos of myself and the pitch and some of the players, and that's it. I'm not going to be like high speed and doing like Alexis Caicedo. I really do like the way he's developing as a midfielder. In the recent game, like against Tottenham, he was pressing more like an iron board, and I really do like that as a player. And I think the whole team coming together. It's just that I just think we need to really get our strikers to be scoring more goals. Try not to rely on Estrivio. Delap is just come back, even though he got sent off in his first game after, a spell at the sidelines being injured, and he came back to play in the Wolves game. I thought he played okay, but he had the fewest touches. It is what it is. He just needs to build on, trying to be confident in his game. So, yeah, it is what it is. We just have to take it on the chin.